Hello, welcome to today's video. In today's video we shall be looking at word problems as it relates to addition and subtraction of fractions. If you missed our last video on addition and subtraction of fractions, you can click on the link above to see how we solve questions on addition and subtraction of fractions. So let's get to work. Let's look at the first question. Here is a word problem. It says find the perimeter of a rectangular lawn 10 by 7/8 meter long by 6 3/4 meters broad. So we're asked to find the perimeter of a rectangular lawn. I will try to visualize this rectangular lawn. So here is my rectangular lawn. It is 10 7/8 meters long, so it's 10 7/8 10 7/8 meters long. That is the length of the rectangular lawn, and it is 6 3/4 meters broad. So 6 3/4 meters. Here should be 6 3/4 meters because they are the same, because you know that a rectangle has two opposite sides equal. So we're asked to find the perimeter of this rectangular lawn. So if you remember, the perimeter of a rectangle is length plus length plus the width plus the width. So with this we can add all the sides to get the perimeter of this rectangular lawn. So let's get to work now. So my length is 10 whole number 7/8 plus the next length is 10 7/8 plus the width is 6 3/4 plus the next width, which is plus 6 3/4. All right, so with this we can easily solve to find the perimeter of the rectangular lawn. So I will add these two first because it has the same denominator, so that will be easy to add. So I will add this first, then after I will add this because they have the same denominator. So let's go. So step 1, we add the whole numbers first. So 10 plus 10 is 20, that's 20. 7 plus 7 is 14, that's 14. 14/8 because they are the same, plus, so we have 6 plus 6, which is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6/4. All right, so that's the first step. So now we have to continue with the addition. First thing we do here is to add the whole numbers. We have 20 plus 12, that should give us 32. That's 32. What next? We have to add the fractions. How do we add these fractions? As you can see, the fractions have different denominator. So I want to make sure that I have the same denominator. What do? I will multiply this by 2. So I will multiply everything here by 2. So we have 14 over 8. I have 14 over 8 plus 2 times 6 is 12 over, and 2 times 4 is 8. So what I did here is that I want to ensure that I have the same denominator on both fractions. So I multiply this by 1 and I multiply this by 2 to give me 8 at the bottom. So now I can easily add these fractions. So therefore we have 32, which is our own number. 14 plus 12 gives us 26. So I have 26 over 8. All right, now we cannot leave our answer like this because this is an improper fraction. A mixed fraction must have a proper fraction. So we have to break this further. So we now have 32. So plus. Now 8 into 26 gives us 3. Remainder 2, which is 2 over 8. If you multiply this, you get back this. So 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. So we are correct. So what next? So therefore my answer is 32 plus 3 is 35. Then 2 over 8. So this is our final answer. So what you have to do here is to remember that for a rectangular lawn, we have to add all the sides. So that is what we did here. And at the end, we arrived at this as our final answer. Let's look at our next example. All right, here is our next question. It reads, a telegraph post 5 by half meter long was set 1 by 1/5 meters into the ground. What was the length of the post above the ground? Let's try to visualize this question. For example, let's imagine this is our telegraph post. All right, so what they are saying here is that the length of this post from the top to this point, which is beneath the ground, is 1 over 2 meters. All right, now we are told that 1/1/5 meters is into the ground. So from this point to this point is 1/1/5 meters. So we're asked to find the length of the post above the ground. So for me to get this length of the post above the ground, I have to subtract the length beneath the ground from the full length of the post. So therefore we have to subtract the fraction. So we have 5 half minus 1/1/5. That's it. So to get the length of the post above the ground, we subtract the length of the post below the ground from the full length of the telegraph post. So let's go. So step 1, we subtract the odd numbers. So 5 minus 1 gives us 4. So I'm left with half minus 1/5. So the first thing we do here is that we subtract the whole numbers. We got this. Now my fractions, as you can see, are having different denominators. What I do now is to ensure that I have the same denominators, or we can try to use the technique of equivalent fraction. So to ensure that I have the same denominator, I can multiply this fraction here by 5, and I can multiply this fraction by 2. The reason why I'm doing this is that 5 times 2 gives me 10, 2 times 5 gives me 10. So you have to figure out a way to multiply both fractions to have the same denominators. So 5 times 1 is 5 over 5 times 2 is 10 minus 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 5 is 10. All right, I hope we all get this. So what next? So we have, so as you can see, I have the same denominators, which is very easy to compute. So we have 4 whole number, 5 minus 2 is 3 over 10. So our answer is 4 whole number 3 over 10. So this is the length of the post above the ground. So this is how we solve word problems as it relates to addition and subtraction of fractions. Here is a practice questions for you. You are advised to work out these questions because practice makes perfection. The more you solve math questions, the more you are able to remember the concept. So please try working on these questions, and you can submit your worked out questions to this email address, and we shall respond to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you.